It's a great day at Mills Motors, 240 Bond Street East in Oshawa. This is the 2020 GMC Sierra 1500 four-wheel drive crew cab, SLE trim. You got the 5.3 liter engine, chrome front bumper, chrome accents there, 20-inch polished aluminum wheels, Goodyear all-terrain tires, chromed mirror cap, door-to-door running boards, all cloth upholstery here, 40-20-40 split bench seats, power driver adjustable seat with lumbar supports, trailering mode, four-wheel drive select, cargo lights on off, and your electronic parking brake below. It's got a leather wrap steering wheel here, and it is heated. Your cruise control, headlights and turn signals, intermittent wipers here as well, and you have the gear shifter with tow haul located over here on the right hand side. And on the right is also where you're going to find the hands-free calling and voice command, and you also have the driver information center menu there. So that allows you to scroll on through and see all kinds of information that you need to know here about your new 2020 Sierra 1500. And you also have volume control behind the steering wheel, push start ignition, full color touch screen with AM, FM, and you also have a Sirius XM satellite radio, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and different user profiles. Now, here's the advantage here. If you as the driver, you're probably going to have a paired device. Pretty much everybody does nowadays. One of your passengers might also happen to drive the truck, and if they have a paired device as well, when you sign in as driver, it's going to find your phone first and foremost. So it's going to revert to you, the driver, right away. Climate control available here on the touch screen as well as manually down below. And I do want to point out the camera function here will operate at low speeds, as well as a full color rear backup camera. You've got trajectory, trailering views, and you also have a hitch view, so a camera pointing down there towards hitch, so it's going to make trailering a lot easier. And speaking of which, you do have the trailer light test here, so you can utilize this and check those lights much easier than it used to be in the old times. And one final note here that I do want to point out is the new Sirius XM app, which you have here, and it's going to give you things like suggestions. So I'm going to punch up related content here. It's going to suggest different things I might want to listen to, and it's also going to spell out different categories for you. Punching up the rock one, it's going to give you all the different rock channels available. And you can actually pause and rewind as well. So you can pause the live content here, take it off pause, and you're right back to the Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. And again, related content. So when I punch that up, it's going to give you more suggestions for things you might be interested in. And it could also save your favorite sports teams as well. So it's going to give you an alert when score alerts, as well as when the team that you've selected happens to be in action. Dual zone climate control for heating and air conditioning. AC button here, fan speed operator, front and rear defrosters. And you do have heated seats, both driver and passenger side. Got your trailer brake, and you can disable the auto stop function if you wish to do so. Your power down tailgate, hazards, traction control, and this will control power going to the 400 watt outlets in the bed of the truck, which we'll see momentarily. 3-prong and 12 volt power. You also have USB and USB-C. SD card slot there is for the navigation screen for the OnStar navigation. Alright, you got the fold down armrest with cup holders, storage space within, and this will flip out of the way quite easily for you. And below there, you're going to have locking storage in the middle of that 40-20-40 split bench seats. And the GMC branded all-weather floor mats will be found both front and rear. Double glove box, the lower portion will lock. OnStar services available again just above the rear view mirror. And you also have your overhead lighting here on both sides. garage door openers, and final thing up front, I'll show you the sliding rear window. Alright, much more to see here. Let's get right down to it. You got the power down tailgate button there, just using the key fob to operate that. You can see that you got the remote start, the power tailgate button, and you also have the alarm function. You got the box liner as well. That's going to protect that truck against scratching and denting, so you don't have to worry about taking a gouge out of it, loading things in and out. And as a result, you're not going to have any rusting problems in the years to come because you left something scraped up in there. Alright, you also have the power outlet back here, 400 watt power. Bright cargo lights. And the tie downs, you have 9 fixed tie downs, a total of 21 possible altogether. Tailgate back in position just that simply. Chromed rear bumper, hookups there for trailer and hitch. SLE badging in the right hand side. And large tailgate steps that allow for any foot size there. And you can pull yourself into the truck just by using the handy little carve out there into the bed rail. And a bright LED light that shines down towards hitch when the cargo lights are enabled to make trailering much easier. All cloth upholstery again. 60-40 split bench seats. Fold down armrest with cup holders. And the all-weather floor mats again here in the rear. For your passengers, you have 2 USB ports. You have 12 volt power. You've got rear venting there. And you also have storage space located within the seats here on both driver and passenger side. There's that sliding rear window once again, full powered. Deep tinted glass throughout. And your overhead lighting. You got the front tow hooks up there as well. And that's going to complete your look around the 2020 Sierra 1500 4-wheel drive crew cab. If you want to see this one in person, you're going to find us here at Mills Motors, 240 Bond Street East in Oshawa, where we always do whatever it takes.